Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And another heavyweight news and notes mashup video today, starting with a possible undisputed fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Frank Warren, Tyson Fury's promoter, at the event between Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury, said he believes that the fight will go ahead, that it will get made, and that there aren't too many hurdles to actually clear. He said this fight is an easy fight to make, and he is expecting that it will happen, and happen hopefully next. So I guess we'll have to see what happens, because you did have Oleksandr Usyk jumping in the ring. You can see here on screen, this is from Usyk's website, or Instagram page, I should say. But then what we also had was Tyson Fury revealing that he has been suffering with an injury, and he intends to have surgery on his right elbow before any potential undisputed fight with Oleksandr Usyk next year. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of, you know, you feel like you get one hurdle cleared and that the big generational fight is there, but it's boxing. It's never that easy. So I think we just have to keep expectations in check. It's felt like it's been on our doorstep, the undisputed fight. Different players involved for about the past 4 or 5 years. And seemingly, we may have to wait a little longer. But we shall see. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury, speaking of Deontay Wilder, and this is in recent days, that he would like to see Deontay Wilder knocked out by Andy Ruiz Jr. Ruiz and Wilder has been ordered as a final eliminator for the WBC title, which Tyson Fury holds. So that'll be the final mandatory. Both had sort of semi-final type eliminators, and now they have been ordered to face each other, and the winner would face the WBC holder, which is currently Fury. So he says, I would like to see Andy Ruiz Jr. knock this mother ass out, because I'm sick of looking at Deontay Wilder. I need another man to train for. I need another guy to fight. We fought 3 times already. I think the guy's a piece as a person. I don't like him. He's an excuse maker. He gets beat by a better man on the night, and he can't take it. So he's got to think of a million reasons why he lost. So he's not a great sportsman, in my opinion, and I hope Ruiz knocks him out cold. Meanwhile, Hared Anderson, one of the rising talents in the heavyweight division, unbeaten in the top-ranked stable, he has made some comments about Dillian Whjyte, saying, "Can you all feed me this bum?" And obviously, Dillian Whjyte had fought recently. This was against Jermaine Franklin in November, late November, and not looked great in his win over Franklin. So Anderson, he is getting closer to these sorts of fights. A few more hoops to jump through before he gets to that level. But even if he was to step up right now, there are certain guys, even in the top 10, that I think he could take. Is Whjyte one of them? I think so. I know some people might get a little up in their feelings about it, but Anderson, I believe, is the truth. And another heavyweight who's on his way up and is making noise is Bahodir Jalolov. So he recently fought Curtis Harper, stopped him in 4 rounds, and he talked about the fight in a press release issued by Probellum. So he says, if I followed my game plan a little better against Harper, it would have gone more than 4 rounds, because the plan was to go 6 rounds with this guy, minimum, to get some experience. But it just so happened that he annoyed me a little with headbutts. I never try to go and hurt people. I try to go and do my best, land my punches, and not get hit. I would rate my performance as 6 out of 10 just because I didn't really have a training camp for this fight. I was in Uzbekistan with the amateur team. My coach was with Bivol at this time in Dubai, so we only had a little bit of conditioning, a few sparring sessions, and that's why I needed 2 rounds to catch the rhythm and then get my timing. And then he says, I believe that I can be in the top 10 right now and fight anyone in the top 10. And just on that, not really sure that he can sort of fight anyone in the top 10 just at this point. But he's not too far away, but like Anderson, he needs those seasoning fights, those requisite step-ups, those hard tests and challenges. Because let's face it, if you're facing Curtis Harper, you're not going from that to a top 10 opponent next. That's sort of smoke and mirrors, you know, sort of hyping him up and, you know, talking about what he can do. And this is all part of the game. But realistically, he'll have probably 3 or 4 fights before he's at a relatively respectable level where we can really get a read on what he's got. My questions with Jalolov relate to the chin. Is he hiding glass? The body. He's been hurt to the body before by Joe Joyce, 2016 Olympics. And we haven't really seen him pushed and his heart tested. What does he have in the ticker? We shall see. But his promoter, Lou DiBella, says, I've been in this business for 33 years and I've seen a lot of things, but Bahodir Jalolov has all the raw materials. He is one of the best heavyweight specimens I've ever worked with. That's Lou DiBella. And it's 6'7", southpaw with power. Certainly a lot to like there. Franklin Ignatius has reflected on his win over Hosea Stewart, and this was on the Channel 5 card. Shockingly, they didn't show the fight either on the YouTube portion before the main event sort of card on Channel 5. It ended up being with a couple of other fights after the main event. So I haven't managed to actually catch the fight. But Franklin Ignatius, who won the fight 58-56, this was a 6th rounder, says, fight done, another win, and rivalry put to bed at last. Good end to 2022 if you ask me. Thank you for all the support and well wishes. I'm truly overwhelmed. And then he says, the show goes on. I'll be ready for the next challenge in 2023. And he also thanks the Sauerland brothers, Wasserman Boxing. And the loser of that fight, Hosea Stewart, so he's also posted about that fight. So I'll just cut to, he says, last night the result didn't go my way. Was quite close, but we believed and many ringside agreed I'd done enough to secure the W. And what I can say besides the result on paper now, I have mixed emotions about it, but I watched the fight back with the team and looked simply where we can improve. The goals remain the same and the fire just been fueled even more. The work was done behind closed doors, every day been improving and making the sacrifices needed. I'm holding my head high and I'll continue to work diligently like we have to this point. Next year I'll be looking to be very busy and back out regular doing what I do best. Hosea Stewart there. So a little bit of soul searching and looking at some film to see where he can improve. Vows to be back. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Boxing_squared. I'm out.